promises or could not.
Keeping it on the P for real.
Gotta tune in to
Yo,
these
ladies
brothers.
and gentlemen, TZ Bond Savage and J Lava is in the fucking building.
Keep It P podcast. Be one to you players.
Y'all tune in to their podcast here.
Oh yeah, we back, and y'all know what it is. Just getting the notifications there, I say. But a lot has happened over the weekend, and one thing I want to point out is, having black faces in high places, so to speak, isn't necessarily what it's cracked up to be, because here goes two seemingly black faces in high spaces, yet they're not doing any of the work of the people. And I want y'all to see how them pacifying us by throwing black police chiefs, black mayors, things of that nature. Good morning, Mom's Keeping It P. You see people, these seemingly black faces in high places that just do the wrong thing with the position, because they're definitely not trying to help their people. Now, out of all the shootings that have happened to unarmed black citizens in this country, she picks the one that is perpetuated by the brothers, and believe me, it's real bad. I don't know if y'all seen it. I'm not watching it. I know it's bad. I'm not watching it. And like, shout out to Dewan B. He has brought up a good point. Y'all gotta start asking yourself, why is it that you only see the black people dying? Why is it that other races and other communities get shot and killed as well, but you never see them? You never see the video. Case in point, that video that I had brought up recently, where the suspected white supremacist was choking the man, and his girl had the gun, and she tried to warn him to get up off of her boyfriend, and he wouldn't get off, and she pulled the trigger. That video stops right before there, and it's really hard to find the other half because I tried. But just before y'all intake or ingest those visuals, man, just think about why they showing that to you. But real quick, I want to break down her reaction. Fair use of everything fair. Now check this out. Look, now watch this exchange between these two.
When did you first learn about this incident, Chief?
It was probably about 4 o'clock in the morning. That the previous day, 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock, this incident occurred. About 4 o'clock in the morning, I learned of the incident, and it was just a strange summary of what occurred on a traffic stop. And I decided to go in the office and meet with the individuals that had information that I could take a look at it, even though at that time Tyree was in the hospital. But still, because he had injuries that I just didn't understand. It was incomprehensible to me.
First off, when do they look into or have a hunch about or feel bad about crimes from other officers with the complexion for the protection to do those sort of kind of things? All of a sudden, your spidey senses is going up, and you just had to check and see. And I see, this is that false concern about the brother, in her case, the other, which is supposed to be her people. But watch how it all unfold. Hold on, there's more.
We came in the office and decided to take a look that Sunday morning, and it was alarming.
That's Sunday morning is when you first saw the video?
That's absolutely right.
And then when you saw it, what was your reaction?
I was outraged. It was incomprehensible to me. It was unconscionable, and I felt that I needed to do something and do something quickly.
Now, I'm wondering, has there been, and I got people in Memphis, shout out my Memphis peoples. Matter of fact, I lived in Memphis for a little while. I'm saying Orange Mound, you dig what I'm talking about. But If any of my Memphis people can get in the comments and let me know what shootings or what killings that went down there that she ain't had nothing to say about by maybe some of the other counterparts, I would love to know that, because I'm sure she hasn't given the same performance any other time about nothing else. But there's more. We'll continue.
I don't think I've witnessed anything of that nature in my entire career.
Really?
Really. It was that bad.
All of a sudden. Now, listen, I'm not caping for the brothers that did this heinous crime to another brother. I'm not caping for them. But it's just, guys, it's just really strange that all of a sudden it's the worst you've ever seen in your lives. I find that real hard to believe in Memphis, where the Ku Klux Klan, the Bedford Forrest, the dude from Forrest Gump, that was a real person, by the way, y'all. That's one thing that I look back on Forrest Gump. I used to like the movie, but then when they slipped that little up thing in there, I was like, nah, you ain't finna get me to be cool with the retarded racists. But anyway, you're not gonna tell me this is the worst thing you done seen to a black person in all your years in Memphis. In Memphis. There's more.
What are we going to see then?
You're going to see acts that defy humanity. You're going to see a disregard for life.
Okay, notice the choice of words. So simultaneously, she's calling her own officers inhumane, which goes to old racist tropes about, the 3/5 of a human and, just black people being subhuman of some sorts. She's perpetuating that right now about her 5 former officers. What happened to the thin blue line? Now, again, I'm not caping for the dudes. They deserve all that to be put out there. Even worse, because it's literally black on black crime at that point. But there's more. Hold on.
Duty of care that we're all sworn to.
Man.
And a level
Mr. Muhammad,
of
doctor, man, that Ice Cube told us so long ago, that rings in my head. That, what that saying right there, and y'all need to, let me put that up there for y'all, just in case Dr. Muhammad is in the house. He say black police showing out for the white cop. Look, and I can't even help but say it like the song go, right? But there's another one. Here's what they think about you. Here's what they think about you. Like, those two Ice Cube jewels just play in my head on a lot of situations. Because I was definitely thinking about this. I think we all was thinking about this. I think most of the conscious people, right, not necessarily surprised by this. Because, like you and I both know, they try to go hardest to solidify themselves that they about being on the team. But she is there to buffer and to smooth over and to show fake empathy and all of that. Just check her moves, though. I want to let me get through this.
Physical interaction that is above and beyond what is required in law enforcement, and I'm sure that, as I said before, that individuals watching will
She
feel
almost
what the
looking like
family
she
felt.
looking off screen.
And if you don't,
to a
then
script.
you're not a human being, and we all are human beings. And I think there will be a measure of sadness as well.
How long do these incidents go on? We heard from the district attorney yesterday and from the head of the TBI that there were 2 separate incidents, right?
Yes.
How long do they go on? And what was the worst part of it? Because it has been said that the officers became charged
Yes.
during the second incident, that they got more riled up.
Well, from the very beginning, to me, they were riled up. I don't
up.
think they were as amped up as they were on the second, at the second scene, but just the nature of the stop, very aggressive, loud, communication, and
Now listen to the words in which she is using to try to describe these brothers. There has never been this much demonization from a cop towards another cop on national television ever. But all of a sudden it's okay now because the 5 black and again, I'm not splaining for what these dudes did. I just want y'all to open y'all eyes up and see how the media is training y'all that black means the worst no matter what you did. You don't even have to prove it. It could be a rumor. Nigga, you did it. Or it's, white and we're going to see if the charges stick and we don't know if they're going to have a tough time trying to convict because you're just not so sure, if just notice how I don't and we guilty of this too. Like everybody's ready to jump on the bandwagon. Like even right now with the brothers and what they did. Or any other situation, we always ready to jump on the bandwagon with what they tell us and who they tell us to be mad, sad, or attack, be happy. And sometimes you just kind of got to think for yourself. Like, it's okay to just be quiet and not say nothing and watch things unfold and develop. If you see right now, they're doing something that you will never see ever before. Think about, have you ever seen another cop talking bad about other? Did they do this about Derek Chauvin? Was there other police on any chiefs on there talking bad about Derek Chauvin? No, they weren't. Has there been any cops talking bad about any of the other cops that done, like the 2 that killed Tamir Rice or Betty Shelby or any? You don't see other cops on there talking bad. She's on here demonizing these 5 black men. I want y'all to pay attention.
It just rose from there. It escalated from there. Mr. Nichols was able to get away from these officers, and
when have they ever advocated for the victim, especially a black one? These officers, she sure othered them real quick. Those officers. Get away from those officers, not our officers, those ones. Listen now.
They found him again at another location. And at that point, there was an amount of aggression that is unexplainable. In any instance where you're apprehending someone, even in the worst situations when there is resistance, officers still have the responsibility to exercise care and regard for any individual that's...
Is that so? Really, Miss Davis? Straight up? This is blowing my mind. All of a sudden, when it's the black dudes, they so othered. I would love to hear your comments or your statements on, Tamir Rice, on Bokum John, on Freddie Gray, on any of it. I just want to hear what your take on them was, because you're very vocal now, ma'am, about what people should not have done. I ain't never heard. Come on, let's more.
In custody, or they're attempting to apprehend, and they're trained to do that.
And to de-escalate.
Oh, really? Boy? They trained and all that, huh? Tell me some more.
And that's a piece I think that is in question, but I think the escalation was there from the officers before training even needed to come in as it relates to de-escalate.
Oh, so they was just all the way off track, huh? What was they doing on the force then? They was just way out of line.
The escalation was already at a high level.
Is that so? Well, there you have it, kids. Just like that, she said. She showed othered them and put them. She showed throwing somebody under the bus.
I know most artists are trying to get their music on
those
Spotify.
Officers under the train. She got them out the paint. I know there was some more from your boy Ice Spice. I know there was some more, but I don't even really want to hear it. I ain't even finna go there. But I will say this, though. Shame on them dudes, man. Shame on them dudes for taking on the ideology of the slave patrol and trying to live up or trying to meet the slave patrol's duties, because that's what it is. It's the slave patrol. Hint, hint, the documentary coming out here soon. It's the slave patrol. And it ain't really no reform in the slave patrol. We had Ilhan Omar, if y'all don't know who that is. It's a representative. She was talking about they need to do away with qualified immunity. I agree. We'll see how far that's going to go, or if we stand on it. I mean, that really what it be about. When we stand on things, we actually get what we want. So we actually got to stand on it. Other than that, I ain't going to hold you. But I'm going to mold you, fold you, and scold you about being on code. And I got 4 words for you. Love, peace, blessings, and aloha. Get in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Do you think this is regular run-of-the-mill scorning officers? Have you ever seen anything like this? Have you ever seen officers talk about other officers publicly like this about cases? I could think of another case. How about when those 2 officers shot that 7-year-old boy in the car with that white man that went on a high-speed chase? They got fired and put in jail immediately. I think they're serving like 40 years right now. So, yeah, it's happened. Ask Muhammad Noir. That's what his name up in Minnesota. Ask Muhammad Noir. She missed the slow bus and took the train. Mom is tripping. Love, peace, blessings, and aloha, Mr. Muhammad, for sure. And then... Yeah. This is deep. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump back in and do another story real quick on the live side, just because I got some other endeavors, but I want to make sure y'all get this news. I do apologize for being late today, but y'all got it, man. Love y'all, man. I'm out. Y'all know what it is.
Sandra Blackwood for Hot Lava Music TV. First off, let's get this straight. I only want a boss. And I like to see a boss and boss shit. Where can you get boss shit, you ask? Well, dig this player. Boss 3 Anti Clothing got that drip for you and your missus. Now first, go follow at Boss 3 Anti Clothing on IG to see more real boss shit. And second, please log on to boss3anticlothing.com. That's boss3anticlothing.com.
We need to go out here and say exactly what we want. And we got to say it with our chest. And we kind of start pussyfooting around, and we got to stop being scared to say exactly what we want, what we need. We need that paper. Say it with your chest. Damn all that. We need justice. We need y'all to love us. No. We don't need that paper. We need reparations in the form of a check. Let's stop being afraid to say it.